You will be surprised, but extremely cheap drugstore Nivea cream is super trendy right now in South Korea. Yesterday was my day off and I was scrolling through YouTube and I saw a video of one Korean girl. She made a video about how Nivea cream was completely sold out in South Korea last year, and this year the prices for this cream went up to 300%. 300%! If you did not know, South Korean girls are super picky about their makeup, about their skincare products, and especially about ingredients inside their skincare product. I was using Nivea cream before, but I kind of got so much pressure from society about how bad this cream and how it's gonna clog my pores and how much acne I'm gonna get from this cream, so I kind of stopped using it, even though it was pretty good cream in my opinion.
On top of that, 3 years ago I did a project with Nivea and it became the most hated video in my entire 8-year influencer career. After that, I wasn't even thinking of trying the cream again, especially showing it to my audience.
I feel like we have to figure it out what the hell is going on, but first we have to buy the cream. Okay, I'm surprised. I did not know I will not be able to find the Nivea cream in the supermarket. I thought you can find this cream literally anywhere. There are different types of Nivea cream, but not exactly the one that I was looking for. It was like plastic bottles, so I did not buy it. I will have to order it online. Some cookies. Without sugar. There's no sugar there. In online store I have two options, one bigger one and one smaller. I think I'm gonna go with smaller one because I don't know how my skin is gonna react to this cream. I think the last time I was using it like 10 years ago probably, so I don't remember, and my skin changed a lot, you know. I became like super acne prone. My skin might get reaction on this. Okay, I got a delivery. Yes, that's the way I open the packs. That is exactly what I've been looking for.
Okay, what's going on and why Nivea cream actually got sold out in South Korea? Thanks to my Korean learning, I have the full access for Korean TikToks and I know a lot of Korean beauty influencers, especially skin influencers. Apparently, girls found out information about Nivea cream being a dupe of La Mer cream, or La Mer cream being a dupe of Nivea cream. This is not new information at all. You can find videos about comparing La Mer cream and Nivea cream that was released like 5 years ago. But you know how new social media works. Someone discovers something on TikTok and it just going viral insanely. There are two ways Korean girls use this Nivea cream. First of all, as the normal moisturizer for the dry skin, and second as the face mask, sometimes even overnight face masks. I decided to try both of these ways.
It's 7 a.m. and I thought it's the perfect time to test this cream because I can't test it during the day because I have SPF on my face, and at night I'm doing my silicone mask procedures. So I decided to start small and test this cream as normal moisturizer. It's incredibly thick, like super thick. I can take this much and try to spread it evenly all over my face. I don't want to put too much. So I am doing this. Okay, it's not what I expected because it's kind of melting into my skin. It's like it's not laying on top as like Vaseline, for example, but it's actually like melting and going inside the skin. This is interesting. I have to say I'm surprised. I thought it was gonna feel much heavier than it is. Like as I remembered, it felt much heavier, but no, it's not. It's actually not heavy at all. Now I'm way more confident to apply it overnight because it doesn't feel like this. Another thing that I want to test is applying this cream as overnight mask. I was telling you about this in my skin barrier healing video, and back then I did not know about all this trend going on about Nivea cream in South Korea. I feel like I have a prediction superpower, so today we're gonna use Nivea cream as overnight mask. If you watched my healing skin barrier video, you know that I'm using silicone patches. Today I'm not gonna use silicone patches. We already know that patches are doing good, and I wanna see what this cream is gonna do, but it's super sticky and I kind of don't want to sleep on my pillow with this cream. We're just gonna use silicone mask but without any patches. And you saw before that I applied my typical moisturizer, so this is kind of sealing layer already. I saw a Korean girl applying so thick layer that her face was completely white, so it did not even melt inside the skin. You know what? I feel like we can apply a little more. It's surprisingly going well inside the skin and I don't even feel it on my skin. No patches, just the mask so the cream would not evaporate and would not just stick to my pillow. Because if I go to sleep like that without mask, I would turn my face immediately, like in 5 minutes after going to sleep, and all this cream would be all around my pillow. Securing the mask and going to practice my Korean a little bit and then go to sleep. It's giving bulk. See you tomorrow. Can you believe it's going from day to night? They building stuff from day to night. It's 8 in the morning. They already drilling something in the concrete. I had to stop recording because it was extremely loud. I could not film anything, like you would not hear me at all. I was extremely surprised with the way my skin felt, because in the middle of the night my skin felt so wet that I was like, why the hell I applied so much cream into my skin? Like, I was sure that I'm gonna remove the mask and I'm gonna have all this huge thick layer that did not go inside my skin, but surprisingly everything was inside, like nothing left. It did feel a little wet from the beginning, but then it just gone. Like in 2 minutes my face was like nothing was sticky, everything was so good that I'm super surprised. I think I had wrong impression before about this Nivea cream, and I was really thinking about this as like super heavy cream, but it's totally not. Look how glowy my skin looks. Of course I have foundation, concealer and all this like makeup on, but still, like, you can see this glow from inside of my face. I'm super satisfied with the result, but I would not do this every day for sure, and not even like every other day. No, I probably would do this heavy moisturizing only once a week. I feel like this is a little too much for my skin.
I did some research and analyzed 10 first main ingredients of each cream. Out of 10 ingredients, 4 ingredients are actually matching and almost like in identical order. You might think that 4 ingredients actually too little for these creams to behave the same way, but it's actually not, because these 4 ingredients are actually the main key ingredients that doing most of the job. Usually molecules of the cream are too big and they actually can't penetrate inside the skin, and most of things that happening without skin, it's like ingredients that working on the surface of the skin, and a lot of ingredients most of the time is for the marketing purposes. I'm not saying they're not working at all, but 90% of job doing exactly these ingredients. So why the hell La Mer cream costs so insanely much if it's basically the same as the $3 jar of the cream? La Mer cream has a seaweed extract, which is like patented ingredient that they have that was very expensive to produce. As far as I know, I'm just a small town girl that trying to figure out all this beauty stuff. So basically, if you take Nivea cream, put there a bunch of additional expensive ingredients, you will get La Mer cream. Just because Nivea cream has a very similar result with very expensive cream, like luxury brand cream, it doesn't necessarily mean that you need this cream. Just please take notes. The thing is, this cream is not for everybody. This is for girls with dry and normal skin. If you have oily skin, like prone to acne, you're probably gonna have problems with these creams because they definitely gonna clog your pores. I use this cream for 1 day in the morning and night, and I already feel that my skin is a little feel overwhelmed. So I would use it probably once a week as a mask instead of using it as a daily moisturizer to not clog my pores, to get this extra hydration, to have my skin barrier to regenerate but not overdo it. Think about your skin. Does your skin actually need this deep, crazy moisturizer? Does your skin feels flaky? Do you need to reheal your skin barrier? Do you need this like crazy core moisturizer? Please let me know your thoughts on this cream. Do you use it? Do you hate it? Let's discuss all of this situation in the comments. And I will see you in the next video. Love yourself. Bye.